Well, really proud of the guys. Tremendous just grit and fight. Another game where we won the last 8 minutes. At the pit, we lost the last 8 minutes, so we talked about it. But Utah State, we won the last 8 minutes in a hard fought game, and tonight we won this last 8 minutes, 22-11. Had two kills in that amount of time. Really defended and really made plays at the basket, made our foul shots. Couldn't be happier for them. Make a Wish night. We're so pleased to be a part of that organization and our team and program to be a part of it. We got Max here. I think Asher's out in the hall playing football. But it's always a special night when we celebrate the organization that we get to be a part of, and so very pleased with the crowd and just the effort of our guys was tremendous. And now we get a much needed day off to get ready for the game in Vegas on Saturday. So obviously the last two games were huge for us and two big wins that I think the guys can gain some momentum. And I'm really proud of how they've battled the last 8 minutes in both these games.
Coach, could you just talk us through some of those conversations during timeouts with the team during that last?
Yeah, basically just tell them we call it winning time, and we needed to win the third 4 minute game. We didn't win the first two 4 minute games of the second half, and we won the third 4 minute game to get us back in position in winning time. But I think we were maybe down four. I'm not mistaken. I might be wrong on that at the 8 minute mark. But to win those last two games, two 4 minute games, 22-11, is tremendous effort. I think our defensive efficiency was like 83. So we really defended tonight. And we've been preaching that all year that when you have a bad shooting night and we end up shooting 39%, but we held them to 38%. And we really defended in a game where neither team was really making a lot of shots. So another great college basketball game that we're very pleased and happy that we came out on the winning side. And another game where, like Utah State, we win the rebounding war by 12 tonight, and that's a huge key.
You mentioned the rebounding war. Just how important was it to be able to slow down Bouillon, especially on the boards?
Yeah, again, we win the rebounding by 12. That's going to be huge for us.
Just Von Weeps' ability to just kind of take over there in the second half, I guess. What did you see out of him that allowed him to get open?
Well, yeah, just looking at it, Elijah's 21-12. Vaughn's 20-8 and 5. Corey's 20-6. I don't think we've had a game all year. We've had three guys get 20. So they did most of our scoring tonight, but I thought the ball moved better in the second half, and the guys did a good job of going to guys that needed to get the ball. And Vaughn was one of those guys. I thought he drove it hard. He finished. And what I like is he missed a couple layups early in the second half, and he didn't stop. He didn't mope. He didn't pout. He kept going to the rim. And our two PGs got us, I think, 8 assists on 2 turnovers. So we got good guard play there. And then Caleb didn't really get in a lot of flow tonight, but I loved what he did in the last 8 minutes. I thought he was huge defensively for us. And sometimes it's not going to be about points. It's going to be about what you do defensively. And he really helped us on that end.
What do you think were one of the biggest difference makers just from the first half to the second half and the way your guys were able to?
Well, not a lot, because I guess we shot 50. We shot 53 in the second half. They shot 48. So we made more shots. It was a game where it was a defensive juggernaut, and we said at halftime, one team's going to let up a little bit defensively, and the other team's not. And we were able to make some plays down the stretch, but we really guarded for those 40 minutes.
I wanted to ask about the defense. How much stride do you guys feel like you've made even in the last two games in terms of just staying in front and playing together?
Yeah, the last two teams we played are the top two offenses in our league. So to defend the way we've defended the last two games has been a huge jump. So I think learning those lessons, San Jose, San Diego State trip, coming back, players have a meeting, reboot things. Our practices have been great. They've been super connected. And the thing I like tonight is that it never really went great because of not making shots, but they never dropped their head. They just kept fighting. They were connected the whole time. I saw smiles on their faces when it was tight, and that's a good sign. And we had a lot of guys step up, not just so much in scoring, but we had a lot of guys step up with how we guarded. And tonight we won on our defense and then making shots late in the game.
You mentioned a reboot. I did want to ask, coming off of San Jose, was there a reset? Do you feel like guys maybe just exhaled coming off what was a tough loss for you?
Yeah, I think, a lot of people think the world's coming in when you lose, but I don't ever like the narrative that all of a sudden guys don't know how to play the game. I could tell you about 10 games that have gone a different way than what people would have thought just in the last 3 days. It's college basketball. When you got teams that are out of any kind of conference race and you're just playing for conference tournament, you play loose. Guys are playing for numbers to help as the season ends. I've been on that side before. And so you're seeing a lot of teams like that, Fresno's had the last 2 wins and just didn't finish. And we got a very hot San Jose team, a very hot San Diego State team, but then San Diego State loses their next game. San Jose loses their next game. UConn loses a home game to Creighton and responds with a big road win at Villanova. It's basketball. And for our guys we're at 19 wins now. We're 11 conference wins. We're 1 game out of, I think, third. These guys are doing a lot of good things, and I'm super proud of them because we had a bad week. We haven't had a bad week all year. We haven't been beat double figures 2 times all year in a row, and to respond by beating Utah State and New Mexico speaks volumes of the character of our guys, and I'm really proud of that.
Just your thoughts now heading to UNLV, another big.
Yeah, it's just huge. They play tomorrow at Grand Canyon, so we got to hope that's a 4 overtime game, and we get the day off, so we'll get to watch it live on TV. And we need this day off because it's been a tough a really tough 7 days. Because since getting back to San Jose, we've practiced really hard, and it's made a difference. It's snapped our guys a little bit, and also we've reduced minutes a little bit, and I think that's helped some guys too. So when I say, I guess, reduced the number of guys we're playing, we played a little bit more tonight just because of some foul trouble in the first half. But we need to get some rest tomorrow, and we get 2 good days of practice before we head to Vegas.
Speaking of cutting minutes or cutting players or whatever, Chuck Bailey hasn't played the last couple of games. Is that part of the reason, just kind of switching up the rotations?
Just tightening up the rotation, coach's decision. Nothing there. He's got to be ready. He's got to practice hard, and he's got to be ready when his name's called. I thought Peyton did a good job. Peyton didn't play in the first half. His name got called in the second half. Miles, same way. I think Miles only played in one of the halves. I can't remember which. But they came in and played, and that's what you got to do. The roles change as the year gets going along, and now we're in the last week of February. So we've got to play the guys that are going to produce and have been producing. And it's a very connected group. And I think even the guys that didn't play or got low minutes had really good body language and attitude. That's what we got to have.